Have you ever looked at your life and wondered, why do I feel so stuck? Like no matter how hard you try, you're standing in the same place. It's like you're shouting into the void, waiting for life to respond, but it never does. You wake up, you go through the motions, but deep down you're restless. You crave change, purpose, direction, but the fog just won't lift. If you've ever felt that, this video is for you. Because today, we're going to talk about that uncomfortable place, that silent space between who you are and who you know you could be. And most importantly, we're going to light up the path to clarity. Before we jump in, if you're ready to finally break free from that feeling of being stuck, take 1 second to hit that like button. Not just for the algorithm, but to tell yourself, yes, I'm ready for clarity, I'm ready for change. And if you want weekly doses of life-shifting motivation, hit that subscribe button. Your journey is just beginning. Let's start by being real. Feeling stuck is one of the most isolating feelings in the world. It creeps in slowly. You might not even notice it at first. You keep busy, you scroll, you stay distracted. But at night, when the noise settles, it's there. That question, is this all there is? You see others moving forward, getting jobs, getting married, launching businesses, living their dreams, and you feel paused, frozen in place, afraid to move, unsure which way is forward. Let me tell you something that nobody talks about enough. It's okay to feel stuck. It's not weakness. It's not failure. It's not the end. It's actually the beginning. A few years ago, there was a woman named Sarah. She had a great job, good income, nice apartment. From the outside, everything looked perfect. But on the inside, she was drowning. Every morning felt heavier. She'd cry in the shower. She felt like she was living someone else's life. She felt stuck. But here's what changed everything. She stopped pretending she was fine. She got honest with herself. And that's the first step we all need to take. Why we get stuck? Let's explore this together. Why do we get stuck in life? It's not always because we're lazy or unmotivated. Sometimes it's because of fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown, comparison, watching everyone else and thinking we're behind. Overwhelm, having too many options and not knowing where to begin. Burnout, doing too much for too long with too little rest. Disconnection from our values, our passions, our inner voice. The truth is, clarity doesn't come from pushing harder. It comes from pausing, from listening, from realignment. And if you're in that place right now, I want you to know, you're not broken. You're just being called to reconnect. Here's the truth. You already have clarity inside of you. You've just lost touch with it. So let's bring it back. The path to clarity always starts with 3 powerful questions. What am I feeling? What do I truly want? What am I avoiding? Most people don't slow down enough to answer these, but these questions hold the map. Take out a journal, write freely, don't filter, just be honest. You'll be shocked at how much wisdom lives inside of you. There was a guy named Marcus. He had been stuck in a toxic job for 5 years. Every day he told himself, I should be grateful. Others have it worse. But one night he asked himself, what would I do if I wasn't afraid? That one question unlocked a flood of clarity. He realized he'd always wanted to start a nonprofit. Within 6 months, he quit, downsized his life, and launched his dream. Was it easy? Number. But was he finally alive? Absolutely. Clarity doesn't come from comfort. It comes from courage. Here's something no one teaches us. You don't have to keep living the story you were handed. You can rewrite it. So let's reset together. Step back from the noise. Stop trying to do what everyone else is doing. Get back to you. What lights you up? What drains your energy? What beliefs are you still holding that aren't even yours? Your clarity lives in your truth, not in your job title, not in your follower count, not in your salary. It lives in your authenticity. Here's a tool you can use right now. I call it the clarity map. Draw a circle in the middle of a blank page. That's you. Then draw lines out from the center, like a sun. Label each line: health, relationships, career, purpose, fun, growth, spirituality. Now score each one from 1 to 10. Then ask, where do I feel the most stuck? What's missing here? What tiny shift could I make this week? Clarity isn't about fixing everything. It's about finding the next small step. Here's a secret. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need momentum. We wait for clarity to make a move, but often clarity comes from the move. Send that email, take that class, set that boundary, say yes to something new, say no to what's draining you. Every small action is a vote for the life you want, and over time, those votes add up. Let's talk about the silent killer of clarity: fear. Fear isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. It shows up as hesitation, procrastination, excuses. I'll do it later. I'm not ready. What if I fail? Sound familiar? But here's what most people miss. Fear doesn't mean stop. Fear means you're about to grow. The mind's job is to keep you safe. But growth doesn't live in safety. It lives in courage. So how do we move through fear? We stop trying to eliminate it, and we learn to walk with it. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision that something else matters more. Ask yourself right now, what dream am I avoiding because I'm scared? And then ask, what's the cost of staying stuck? Clarity comes when we stop running from fear and start facing it with compassion. Now let's unlock one of the most powerful tools for clarity: visualization. Your mind responds to images. Your brain doesn't know the difference between what you imagine and what's real. So close your eyes for a moment. Breathe deeply. Now imagine your life 1 year from now, if you had complete clarity. Where are you waking up? What does your day look like? How do you feel inside your body? Who are you surrounded by? What work are you doing? What version of you is showing up? Hold that vision. That's not a fantasy. That's your inner wisdom showing you what's possible. Clarity isn't just found, it's built. And it starts with the vision you're willing to believe in. Clarity isn't a one-time epiphany, it's a daily practice. Here are 5 simple rituals to build clarity every single day. 1. Morning stillness. Start your day with 5 minutes of silence. Breathe. No phone, no noise, just you and your breath. Ask, what do I need today? 2. 1-page journal. Dump every morning or night. Write whatever is on your mind. Don't censor. Clarity loves a clear mind. 3. The one question. Check in. Ask, is what I'm doing right now moving me closer to the life I want? 4. Digital detox time. Spend 30 to 60 minutes every day away from screens. Clarity doesn't compete with chaos. 5. Nightly reflection. Ask yourself, what felt good today? What drained me? What would I do differently tomorrow? When you do these consistently, the fog begins to clear. You start noticing patterns. And from patterns, you build power. Here's a powerful shift that can change your life. Imagine your future self, the version of you who's already found clarity. They're living with purpose, with peace, with power. Now ask yourself, what decisions did they make that I haven't yet? What habits did they leave behind? What risks did they finally take? What truths did they stop avoiding? Your future self isn't a stranger. They're already inside you, waiting for you to choose them. Write a letter from them to you. Let them guide you. Because the path to clarity is not about becoming someone new. It's about becoming who you really are. Here's something we don't talk about enough. Sometimes clarity doesn't come from adding more. It comes from letting go. Letting go of people who no longer align, habits that keep you small, stories that limit you, expectations that aren't even yours. Think of clarity like a garden. You don't just plant new seeds. You pull the weeds, you make space. So ask yourself, what am I still holding on to that I know I've outgrown? Let it go. With love, with grace, with peace. You're not losing anything. You're clearing the way for something greater. Life isn't a straight line. Sometimes clarity means pivoting, changing your major, leaving the city, switching careers, ending a relationship, starting fresh. And that can feel terrifying, like you're starting over. But what if you're not starting over? What if you're starting right? Pivoting doesn't mean you failed. It means you're brave enough to listen. Your direction matters more than your speed. So don't be afraid to course correct. Clarity lives in those moments of bold realignment. We spend so much time trying to figure out the future that we forget clarity also lives in the present. Not everything needs to be solved right now. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is come back to the moment. Feel your breath. Notice your senses. Be with what is. You don't have to figure out your entire life today. You just have to take one clear, honest step, and the next will reveal itself, and the next. Clarity is built step by step, moment by moment, choice by choice. If you've made it this far, it's not by accident. Something in you is ready. Ready to stop being stuck. Ready to stop shrinking. Ready to rise. The truth is, you were never lost. You were just being redirected. You were never broken. You were being rebuilt. You were never stuck. You were being still so you could finally hear your soul speak. Clarity doesn't always arrive with fireworks. Sometimes it comes as a whisper. So listen closely, because your next chapter starts now. If this video helped you, take a moment to like it, not just for me, but for you, to say, yes, I choose clarity, I choose me. Drop a comment below and share your favorite takeaway. What part of this video sparked something inside you? And if you want more videos like this every week, ones that speak to your soul, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. This is just the beginning. We're building something powerful here, a community of seekers, doers, and clarity chasers. So join us. Your future self is already smiling.